2020, guys, it's here, the coronavirus. What are you going to do to stay on top? How are you going to make it through this storm? I'll be right back, guys. Peace, YouTube. This is Sean Young, also known as Supreme, with another episode of Adventures in Wholesaling. Hey guys, I know I've been away for a little bit of time, but I've been getting some things in order and getting things prepared for the season that we are in now, which is the coronavirus season. And I know I didn't know that the coronavirus was coming, but I did know that there was going to be a shift in our market and a shift in the economy pretty soon, just based upon the cycle that happens every 8 to 10 years or so. So I was preparing myself and getting things in order for that. Like I said, guys, I was getting this year really started to have a lot of new, exciting, business opportunities and things implemented into my business. So that's really what I've been busy doing. But I've had a lot of guys and gals reach out to me. A lot of my students and former students, are asking a lot of questions such as, how am I dealing with this economy, or how am I dealing with the coronavirus? And guys, I want you to know that right now for me, it is business as usual. I'm not slowing up on anything at all. I'm actually hitting the gas and doing more now. You know why? Because we've got more folks at home. We've got more folks who are in predicaments who might be more motivated to sell their property than they were maybe a year ago or maybe 6 months ago when you spoke to them last. And that's why I say, guys, follow-up is king in our business. You rarely do you get a deal on the first contact. Now, I mean, that does happen. So don't get me wrong, that does happen. But I want to say that I say maybe 80% of my deals come from follow-up, meaning that I didn't get it on my first call or my first contact with these people. I put them back in my database. I might have reached out to them and they said, "Hey, Sean, I'm not even interested in selling." And then I reached out to them again in 90 days, and then they said, "You know what? I may sell. Contact me again in the summertime or in 6 months." And then, by that time I reach them again, they're ready to roll sometimes, and things have changed again in their lives. Again, guys, we're not trying to create motivated sellers. We're trying to find motivated sellers. We're trying to find folks out there who are in situations and in predicaments where we can come in as a solution to help them out. We're not trying to swindle or get anyone out of their property. We're not trying to do any of that. We're trying to be a solution for people who are motivated to sell and who need to sell quickly for cash and who don't want to go the traditional route of, going with the realtor or having to fix their property up and, do all the things that it takes to get it up to standard to be able to list it on the MLS and whatnot. So we are a great solution, guys. I do two aspects of my business. I do wholesaling and I do lease options. I do have a couple of videos on this channel going into lease options, and I may start making even more of those videos because right now is the time to start capitalizing on the lease options. I'm not going to take this video to explain to you in depth what a lease option is, but I will give you a high-level overview. A lease option is this. There's a motivated seller out there who has, let's say, we want to call the lease option business the pretty house business. We want to call the wholesale business the ugly house business, just for the sake of this example. So in the pretty house business, what we want to do is find motivated sellers who are in positions where they need to sell their property. They need to get out of the mortgage right now. They may have gotten another job in a new state, and they've got another mortgage in a new state or a new rent that they're going to have to manage in another state. Those are predicaments or situations that may make them motivated. So we come in as a solution. Hey, what's your scenario? You've got a property. All right, what are the rents per month? Well, right now they're paying to the mortgage company, let's say for the sake of this example, $1,500. Let's say this property is worth $300,000 after repair value. The ARV on this property is $300,000. They tell you they're willing to sell you the property for $250,000. So you've got some space there for you to make some money. And that 250 is also what's owed to the bank. So I'm trying to not make this too complicated. So let's just say this. You reach out to this person and say, "Hey, Mr. Seller, are you willing to sell your property or lease your property to me for a year or two and then sell it?" And if they say yes, then that's a candidate for you. Then you go into the negotiations, and how that works. I mean, I'll explore that with you a little further, but I mean, it's a different beast to tame from wholesaling. I'll tell you that for sure. But basically what you're going to do is come in and say, hey, listen, seller, I'm going to place a qualified tenant buyer into the home. We're going to make sure that your rents are paid on time each month. We're going to make sure that you're not being called for broken toilets, broken light switches, things of that nature. Our tenant buyer is going to handle all that for you. I mean, we don't really tell them the tenant buyer is going to handle all that for them. We just let them know that it will be handled on their behalf. And again, guys, I know I'm kind of not giving you, clear, concise information on the lease options. But that's because it's not something that I can just throw out there and just quickly give to you. But I'm trying my best to let you know that it is another avenue for us in today's market. So let me kind of start that over and just give it to you again. And guys, this is unscripted. I give it to you raw and uncut. So I hope you can bear with me on that. But basically, the lease options, in a nutshell, you're going to find people who are open to leasing their property for at least a year or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 before they sell it to you. And what you want to do is try to find an opportunity where, let's say that the market rent value is $1,200, and you're able to charge $1,500 for a qualified tenant buyer to put in that property. That way you can make a monthly spread, and you can make money up front off the non-refundable option fee that tenant buyer will pay you up front to move into that property. It's called a non-refundable option fee. Option fee because if they exercise their option to purchase at the end of the lease option period, then that option fee is applied to that purchase price. If they don't, for whatever reason, that money is just a loss. And then on the back end of those deals where you stay in the middle, and those are called sandwich lease options, the deals where you can make money on the rental spreads and make money on the back end and make money on your front end on the non-refundable upfront deposit. We call those sandwich lease options because you're staying in the middle. When you have an opportunity and you just really think you can make some money, that's when you want to stay in the middle of it. And I'm going to end that example there, guys, because I don't want this to be too complicated. And I will actually, I'll actually make some videos to give you some basic overviews on how to go out there and start implementing and start doing lease options as well. But let me tell you guys, don't try to just jump out there and get yourself caught in a bad predicament, because there are a lot of more moving parts with the lease option business than there are with the wholesaling business. The agreements are definitely a lot lengthier, and there's more agreements that have to be signed and have to be approved by your attorney in your local state. So don't take what I'm saying and go run off and start trying to do lease options without getting the knowledge. Definitely contact me if you want me to help you out. I'll be more than happy to help you. In the description below, I'll make sure that I have the course for our virtual wholesaling course, so that you guys can take advantage of that. And right now, guys, is the time to do it. We are in a virtual market. If you guys can't tell, everyone is working from home. Everyone is teaching their kids from home. Things are being done from home. This is the prime time to get in and learn how to do business from home as well. Business for yourself, because a lot of companies out here are cutting the fat meat, so to speak, and they're laying people off. Do not think that you are above that. Do not think that you won't get caught in that siphon of employment, because unfortunately a lot of our fellow Americans out here will be caught in that negative down spiral and will be out of jobs and will be in bad predicaments. So guys, make sure that you share this video. Make sure you take the time out now, hit the like button, because that helps more people get to see the video. Please leave a comment. Share this video, guys. Subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you're staying abreast of what's going on, because right now it's going to be critical. And right now, guys, I promise you I will be reporting to you more frequently to keep you up to date and to keep giving you guys examples and ideas and instruction on what to do and how to make it through the storm that we're in right now, because we can definitely make it through it, guys. Just remember, we want to keep doing business as usual, or even ramp it up just a little bit more, because the customers, which is our sellers, our clients, they're definitely going to be at home, guys. As you can see, they're going to be a little more reachable, and they're going to be a little more motivated potentially to sell their home or to do business with you. So with that being said, guys, you know, don't stop. You know, don't give up. Don't throw in the towel. Keep going full steam ahead. This is our opportunity right now to take advantage of the wealth exchange that will take place within the next year. There's going to be a huge exchange of wealth, and we want to be on the side where we're gaining that wealth. Okay, so just think of it from that perspective. We don't want to think of anything from a negative perspective more than it already is. Okay, so with that being said, guys, this is Sean Young, also known as Supreme. I'm here. Help me, help you, help us all. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that share button. Look out for my next video, guys. I'm here to help. Peace.
With this crown on my head, I'm seated on the throne. The top is so alone. Only thing that keeps me going is